So what is going down in the coding realm for Labs right now? Got the server running. The notifications are working. I have clarified. I kind of fixed some things that weren't working too well, but it is running. It's on the schedule. It's beautiful. But now that we have a server, we can now store users' data. So up until this point in time, we've been doing all of our stuff on Firebase. I always talk shit about Firebase, but hey, Firebase has its place. And at the end of the day, for the notifications that we're doing, we are using Firebase. So Firebase has a lot of different functionalities that you can use. But I'm overall just not a huge, big fan on NoSQL databases, and that is what Firebase is. So right now we have the Nest.js server with Postgres. I like it much more. Once upon a time, I used to hate SQL. I used to hate it. Remember my first job when they first introduced me to SQL? I fucking hated that shit. But over time, I got better at it, and it just makes more sense when you want to basically, scale data. It's just much easier. You can do all these fancy joins and all this cool shit, stored procedures, all this crazy shit. But either way, so right now, just working on making sure that all of the entities in the database that need a user ID can actually have one. And to do that, have to kind of change the authentication / authorization process in the React Native app. And to do that, we got to just be making all the API calls to the nice server that we created. So that's what I was doing today. Didn't make a lot of progress, but this weekend should have a decent amount of time. Besides hanging out with my boy Phil, we should have a decent chunk of time to work on this. I don't think you guys get it. When you've been working on something for 5 months, it's been like 5 to 6 months, just the feeling of finishing it just feels so sweet. All of these technical limitations that had to be dealt with are finally being ironed out. This thing can actually work. Damn. But either way, I'm done. I'm going to sleep.